Practice makes perfect is the saying, right? In today's video, we will be practicing my repaint skills on this G3 Draculaura. Hey plastics, it's Keezy here today, and I asked you guys on my community tab last week which video you guys wanted to see next, and by a landslide, the G3 Draculaura repaint won, which was honestly kind of a surprise to me because my last couple of repaint videos have like flopped, but you know what, we're like in our flop era and I've just accepted it. But in you guys' defense, my last repaint video was almost 6 months ago and it was G3 Laguna, and I did promise that Draculaura would be next, so here we are, repainting Draculaura. So the inspiration for today's makeup is this particular look right here. So it's this nice kind of orangey or reddish glossy eye. I've literally had this look planned for her since probably about 6 months ago. Anytime I do repaints, I always like to have a makeup inspiration, so I usually find them on Google, Instagram. I really wanted to give Draculaura a darker aesthetic, but also make it nice and kind of high fashion. I love this kind of vermilion color. I just learned that word on Google, by the way. But I love this color because it really kind of gave Draculaura this almost puffy eye, like she's been crying, like her eyes are irritated. It almost kind of gives her this very like non-human look, which is what I was going for, but it also could just pass as like a vermilion colored eyeshadow, which was exactly the look that I wanted. And once the eyeshadow placement was how I liked it, I then went in and highlighted her under eye. I really love doing this on all of my repaints. It just really adds some life to the face, and when we transition that highlight color into the blush, it adds this really nice blurring effect. So once I built up about 2 layers of the eyeshadow with some MSC, I went in and started defining the details on the eyes with a watercolor pencil. I will go in later with some acrylic paint and paint over these black areas, but it's good to lay a nice kind of foundation to know where everything will go. This especially helps me with the lash placement because honestly, I still struggle with getting the lashes to look really nice and sharp and straight. It's a little bit harder because the dolls have molded on like eyeliner or eyelid. I'm not sure what the sculpting team thought that was supposed to be, but it makes it really hard, especially on Monster High dolls, to get the eyelashes to look right. So yeah, just putting down a little bit of watercolor pencil makes it a little bit easier for me. I don't know why, but it does. So we'll work on previous characters in this face-up line. I wanted to try to keep their eye color the exact same as they have in their G3 iteration, but for some reason for Draculaura, I thought that green eyes would really suit her a lot better. Of course, she has the whole pink aesthetic going on, and pink's complementary color, of course, is green. Also, I thought the green eyes would just give her a nice kind of otherworldly look. I ended up going back and forth with the colors, trying to make them look as bright as possible. I started out with like a kind of darker army green. Then of course I ended up later on going in with a lighter green just to kind of give her eyes a little bit more of a pop. And of course, one of my signatures on my repaints is to give the dolls super thick eyebrows. I just love the thick, bushy look for my dolls. And yeah, I feel like it's kind of my signature now. One thing I did want to keep consistent is the catch lights that they have in their eyes. So on each repaint that I've done so far, I have basically just replicated this catch lights that they have. Doing the little mini hearts in her eye was super duper hard, but I ended up achieving the desired result. For Draculaura's lips, I almost wanted to initially go with a lighter, kind of peachier tone, and as cute as that would be, it definitely wouldn't have given her the dark kind of aesthetic that I wanted, so I did end up going with this almost plum, dark blood red lip, and it honestly turned out super duper good. I did end up glossing her lips in the end. I kind of wish I had kept them matte, but yeah, that's what I ended up doing. And of course, this can't be Draculaura without her little heart mole. Again, it's so hard to do these little small details on such a small scale. But yeah, after that, I just went in with some Pearl-X powder to kind of give her some highlight on her cheek and her forehead. And that honestly finishes the face up. Whoops, I lied. Of course, I had to also gloss the eyeshadow because that is kind of a important part of the look. So I went in with a small brush just to avoid the eyelashes and gloss the eyeshadow to complete the look. So when I initially thought of Draculaura's hairstyle like 6 months ago, I wanted to do something completely different. But once I saw the face up, I knew only one hairstyle would suit her, which is a bob. So of course I just went in with my scissors, and as you can see, I just snipped away at the hair. Initially it was uneven on one side, so one side was shorter than the other, but again I just kept going in with the scissors and cutting and cutting and cutting until it looked right. Then I went in with my flat iron to give the hair a little bump inwards. What really helps if you're trying to bump saran hair, all you have to do is run your flat iron through it, then hold it until the heat goes out of the hair. That'll just help the hair keep its shape. But to also help reinforce the shape, I just went in with some of my Folks water wax just to make the hair nice, shiny, and smooth, and to get rid of those flyaways.
My skies are blue, dancing kind of weather, back together like I wasn't into. Thought I was doomed, but I moved through the heartache mood. I don't care what you do.
I would definitely say practice does make perfect. I definitely haven't been doing repaints as much as I would like to, but when I did my last video for Delilah Fields and there was a little bit of repainting in that video, it just brought up that same joy that I always get when I get to kind of practice my skills when it comes to repainting. And I know I've said this before, but repainting will become more frequent on my channel, especially if you guys react positively to these videos, because yeah, I enjoy making them. But with that being said, that is all for me, friends. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.